Stop, before you watch the Vinland Saga Season 2. You need to know what happened in Season 1 of this anime, so make sure you watch this video. The story begins with Thor, a retired Viking chief, peacefully living with his wife and two children, Thorfinn and Ylva. However, his past catches up with him when Askeladd, a ruthless mercenary and leader of a band of Vikings, arrives seeking revenge. Thors and Askeladd engage in a brutal duel to the death. The scene is intense, and both men fight with all their might. Thors initially gains the upper hand with his superior strength and skill, but he hesitates for a split second when he sees the fear in Askeladd's eyes. That's when Askeladd seizes the opportunity and stabs Thors in the side, mortally wounding him. Thors falls to the ground, and Askeladd stands over him, victorious. Askeladd said to him, "You were a worthy opponent, Thors. But this is the end for you." But Thors wasn't afraid, and his only regret is leaving his children behind in this violent world. With his dying breath, Thors passes on his values of peace and compassion to Thorfinn, who witnesses the tragic scene and is filled with a burning desire for revenge. Askeladd takes the young Thorfinn as his hostage, planning to ransom him to his wealthy father, the Earl of Gainsborough. Thorfinn vows to avenge his father and spends his Vikings ways in sharpening his warrior skills, learning the ways of the Vikings and sharpening his skills as a warrior, all while planning to one day challenge Askeladd to a duel. He accepted his fate for a moment. Thorfinn fights alongside Askeladd's crew in a brutal battle against the Saxons. The scene is intense, and the fighting is vicious. Thorfinn's skills as a warrior are evident as he fights with great determination. Canute, a young prince, is being raised to become the future king of Denmark. However, he is a timid and frail boy who is constantly bullied by his own family. Askeladd is hired to assassinate the prince, but his plans are thwarted by Thorfinn, who sees an opportunity to get closer to Askeladd and finally challenges him to a duel. Thorfinn and Askeladd engage in a brutal duel to the death. The scene is intense, and both men fight with all their might. Thorfinn is driven by his burning desire for revenge, while Askeladd fights with his motives and a hidden agenda. In the end, Askeladd emerges victorious, but Thorfinn's resolve is strengthened. Thorfinn sets sail for Vinland, a mythical land that his father had told him about, where violence does not exist and people can live in peace. Along the way, he encounters various challenges and meets new friends, including a young boy named Einar and a kind-hearted woman named Gudrid. Before they found the land called Vinland, Thorfinn and his companions arrive in Greenland, where they face harsh weather conditions and have to deal with the unfriendly locals. Thorfinn and his companions finally reach Vinland and are amazed by its beauty and tranquility. They encounter a group of native people who initially mistrust them but eventually accept them and teach them the ways of their peaceful society. Thorfinn sees the value of his father's teachings and decides to dedicate himself to living a peaceful life in Vinland. That's summary of Vinland Saga Season 1. I hope you enjoyed it. For more anime recaps, make sure to subscribe to this channel, I would appreciate it.